Welcome back. This is the next video in our series about who owns your brand online. Today we're going to be talking about your Google My Business profiles and your Google Ads accounts.
Yeah, so those are both two huge platforms. I guess that's the right word. We'll call them platforms for right now. Google My Business, very similar to what I've talked about with social media, has an opportunity to have multiple users. In fact, so does your Google Ad account.
Right. And just to remind everybody, your Google My Business profile is the thing that shows up. Maybe we'll throw a screenshot into this video. It's the thing that shows up on a desktop to the right side of the page when people Google your business, and on your phone, it's often the only thing that people interact with. So we'll throw some screenshots in, either in a blog post or
pictures, directions, phone numbers.
Yeah, it's a pretty critical piece of your brand online. It is not the same thing as your website.
No.
So So tell us about how you manage a Google My Business profile.
So not only manage, well, I guess we're talking about owning it.
Yeah.
But so owning it, owning your Google My Business profile, again, is critical. It shouldn't just be an agency. It shouldn't be a freelancer. It needs to be somebody within your organization who you know has an email address associated with
Google and with your business.
With Google and with your business. And by having that, you're able to go in and you're able to get notifications about reviews and so forth. So by owning your Google My Business profile, you're also able to add locations. You can manage your users. So I think that's something we haven't really talked about yet, is by owning your profile, no matter where it is or what it is, you have control over who
else has access to that. So again, I think the takeaway of this entire video series, you're an owner of a business. You are busy doing stuff. We get that. You probably don't want to manage your social media accounts and your Google My Business accounts. That's fine. Work with an agency like ours, have an internal staff person do it. But ultimately make sure that at the end of the day, if you needed to log in, you have the login to that.
As an account manager for multiple accounts, I do not feel that it's fair or right to have the only admin access to any account. So
if we set up a Google My Business profile for one of our clients, there is zero chance that we would leave it in a situation where we were the only people with the login to that. So if you're currently working with an agency and they've set up a Google My Business profile for you and you don't have access to it, you need to call them today and say to add you as an administrative user that can also manage other users. So that's Google My Business.
Yeah, little tangent, but it's important.
Yeah,
Google My Business, Google Analytics, and now Google PPC. We actually have a couple of horror stories we're going to share.
Oh my gosh, this is I can get on such a soapbox about this. So we've had multiple situations as an agency where we start working with a new client. The client has been advertising through Google Ads, that's pay-per-click search and display ads, on the Google Ads platform, sometimes for years, and they've worked with a previous agency.
Right.
Well, because they didn't have ultimate ownership of that account, when they ended the relationship with the previous agency, the agency locked them out of that account. So what that does is that means you, the owner of the company, if this were to happen to you, you paid an agency to do the work. Then you paid for the ads. And if you never had login access to that, and at the end of the relationship, they shut you out, it means that you've now lost months or maybe years worth of data that is so critical to your online advertising. We're talking about conversion rates, click-through rates, negative keywords,
successful
keywords, which ads performed the best, which ads got the most calls, time of day settings. There's so many settings in that account that, the previous agency, if they were to shut you out of it, they spent time learning what works for your business, and you paid them for that. And if you don't have a login to it and they shut you out of it, you're going to have to start over, either internally with someone on your staff to learn all those lessons again, or you're going to have to pay another agency to start with a new account from scratch. So as part of our Who Owns Your Brand Online series, we're just encouraging you today to go, if you're advertising on Google, figure out, do you have a login to that? You don't need to know how to make ads.
No.
But you need to know how to manage users.
Exactly. And if for some reason you reach out to your agency or freelancer or whoever is managing your Google ad account, and one, you don't own it, and two,
they won't give you access
they won't give you access, ask them why.
Yeah.
Challenge them. So
while the relationship is still good.
Absolutely.
Challenge them to add you and tell them you just want it as a safety precaution and as a backup, and that you're just trying to follow best practices in terms of owning your brand online. So that's kind of our little rant for the day.
Passionate about it.
We are passionate about it because ultimately we know, even though we're the agency and we work on behalf of clients, we're really advocates for our clients, and we want to make sure that we're spreading the word and letting you guys know kind of some of the pitfalls that you can run into when you outsource some of these really critical digital components of your brand. So again, who owns it? And it should be you.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks.